Today's adventure begins at checkout time, 2 or 3 minutes, well, technically 10 minutes prior to 11 a.m. on Sunday, September 5th, 2021. I have my backpack all ready to go, my luggage as well, looking out over the hotel view I've had for the last few days. I am taking a flight today back to Southern California after being in Atlanta for a good time. I wasn't here for a long time, but I was here for a good time. Gotta get moving. Classic car alert. Very nice. We meet again. Escalator that is significantly taller than every other one I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, when I arrived here a few days ago, this escalator going up was not working, but it is now. It is working now. That's my luck right there. Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here. I will be arriving to the gate where I need to board a little bit early. My first flight does not leave till 2:22. Then I have a layover in Dallas-Fort Worth. I am flying into S&A, John Wayne, Orange County. All three share the same name. A few miles from my homestead, Orange County, California. I'm ready to get back to SoCal. Especially for the weather. Looking forward to the weather. And other things. I have some other things going on at the course of this month. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? I've reached the bottom. By the way, this was used in an 80s film. Fun fact. Look at this. Just for a moment. Yeah, it would have been nice the other day if I didn't have to trek all the way up this on foot. Ooh, I am still feeling it. I am still feeling it. All right, off to the Marta and then to the airport. Also, that really tall escalator is very, very loud. I'm sure you probably noticed that. I'm getting on here at the Peachtree Center, and I will be cruising along the Marta train with the last stop there at the airport. Still have a little bit left on my Breeze card. Go ahead and tap that, and then head on through. Oh, I can hear it. I can hear the train. Yeah, this escalator, nowhere near as lengthy. This one's only a few feet downward. Not quite as impressive and lengthy. Okay, I need to go northbound? Yeah, southbound, right there. That's where I gotta go. Past 5 points, and then to the airport. Now this is showing two different times for the airport. One is 6 minutes, one is 15. I believe the next one that arrives 6 minutes from now. It's 11:20 a.m. And while I'm on the subject of items that make a lot of noise, this fan is down here making quite a racket. However, it's nice to have a good little breeze while waiting for the train to arrive. Pulling into the station, number 401, bound for, oh, that's a nice little gust, little breeze going by there when it went by. To the station, airport bound. Goodbye, downtown Atlanta. Oh, there's another train going by. A little bit of build up here on the side of the window. You can see downtown, the skyline off in the distance there. Tough to see with all the foliage and the trees. Maybe that, there we go, there it is. And a little bit of dust and whatnot. There is a tremendous build up on this window. Oh yeah. I hear an airplane going over. This is also the end of the line for this train. You have to get off here and go to the airport. It doesn't go any farther than this. This line doesn't. It just turns around and goes back the other direction. And in order to exit, you have to tap the Breeze card to get out as well. Hey, I'm in the airport now. Right through here is the airport. And there's a little mural over here dedicated to Marta. Marta signifies all the transportation around Orlando, including buses. not just trains, but also buses. Oh, check this out. This is a scale model, if you will, of the airport itself, right over through here. Look at this. You can see the vehicles down here going to pick up some passengers that are arrivals, departures. Well, you know what? I'm not seeing any sort of signage. I'm just assuming that's what this is. Yeah, it looks like it. If it's not, I'm wrong. But I think it is. A little bit of a line. I mean, it is a holiday weekend. I mean, it's a Sunday as of now, but tomorrow is Labor Day, so a lot of people traveling. Got the plexiglass up. I feel like I'm getting in line for Space Mountain or something with all the plexi. In all truthfulness, it probably is good that I got here a little early because it's taken a while. Got rerouted down this little side hallway there. Still not through the screening quite yet, but getting close. Now, I definitely understand taking the shoes and the belt off, but what confuses me is it just depends on whichever machine you use, whether you're supposed to put this bag inside a bin versus another one in a bin. But I understand the shoes and the belt, but sometimes sometimes your shoes go on the conveyor without being in a bin, and other times out of the bin, and then your laptop sometimes is supposed to be in a bin with your belt and the bag. This time I had to put this inside the bin. I guess it all depends on airport and the machine. Very confusing though. Put my shoes back on. I have to head over to Concourse T to where I'm heading, and before I head over there, I wanted to show these two little placards. Two gentlemen who are responsible. Oh, here we go. William Barry Hartsfield, the namesake of this airport, William B. Hartsfield International Airport. Check that out. And then follow it up with Maynard Holbert Jackson Jr. It is now Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Originally William B. Hartsfield International Airport, and now they combined the two names. That's interesting. All right, now going to bypass the little checkpoint now. Well, not bypass it, I had to go through it, and go over to Concourse T. I believe gate T10 is what I'm looking for. Okay, passing T9, going down to T10. That's the one I'm looking for, T10. And the airline I have chosen for today is American. This is not my flight, this is gate T11. I am at gate T10. But yeah, I'm flying American, and I'm not going first class, I'm just going kind of in the middle of the plane. I believe the first of the two flights I have an exit row, so I should have a little more leg room. I have to wait and see how that works out though. Now this is my gate, T10. This is not my airline, however, this is not my plane. That is, you can see T11 over there, which was where it just was momentarily. This one has to depart first, another plane pull in and then go down this little walkway. I got here really early. It's still over an hour until boarding. So an hour, say, let me actually look at what time it is. It is 1:07. My flight departs at 2:22. So yeah, I had to check out at 11, so had a little time. Time I got up here, still plenty of time. So I'm just kind of pacing around, waiting for time to board. I am half tempted to go for this Grindhouse Burgers. Says it looks pretty good. I heard, well, according to this advertisement, they're very tasty and very popular. However, I don't know if I want to eat something heavy before getting on a cross-country flight, so I'm going to pass on it. But yeah, almost pulled me in. By peeking out the window here, you can see that was in fact the model I was looking at earlier. Same design with the little kind of futuristic little like archway there. Yeah, so that definitely was the model, which wouldn't make sense to have another airport model in the Atlanta International Airport, so it does make sense, but this is a confirmation. All right, the vehicle that taxied out the plane that was stationed in T10 has pulled back into its spot, backing up, making the T10 gate completely accessible now. It is 22 minutes until I can start boarding for my flight. There it goes. Leaving the area open. I don't know, this stuff's always so fascinating. Oh, you know what? This might be my plane pulling in here. Pulling into the state. What are the odds if I just did one long take here where this plane turns in? Could this be this ginormous plane? Could it be? Is it going to make a sharp turn? Is it going to make this sharp turn? I think it is. Yeah, waiting for that truck to pass. They got the little batons there down nearly. Okay. Is it gonna cut that quick? Is it cutting in here? Is that the plane? Maybe. I think it is. We got the luggage vehicles pulling through here. It's almost like a little parade. It's a parade of luggage. I always just do carry-on. I carry a backpack and then one that goes directly above my head in the seats. And look at the steam being emitted from the back of this one. Might be tough to see it, but yeah, it's like you can see the haze in the air there from the heat being exhumed from the back of that plane. Or being emitted, I should say. Yeah, this place is a real beehive of activity. Look at all the crisscrossing planes. Very, very busy airport. One of the busiest in the U.S. One of the main hubs. I mean, you think of Orlando, New York, LA, Chicago, Atlanta. Those are the first ones that come to my mind. I might be incorrect on this. Oh, you know what? No, the wheel's turning. Look. Look. This is it. It's a good size airliner. And I will be kind of about halfway down, like almost maybe even over the wing. I'm kind of speculating. I probably should check my seat number before I head down the ramp. T10, the vehicle pulling into the station. Everyone behind me just kind of, whenever I do this at airports, I think I wonder what they're thinking.
Yeah, I have fun, baby. Thank you for asking.
There it is, pulling in here. Someone directly behind me talking on their cell phone, so. Look at that, that is so cool.
What?
You can hear the engines. You can hear the roaring of the airport. Or the airliner. There's a lot of movement going on down there. There it is. Now what's going to happen next is, there it goes. The little accord. Well, it's already been pushed out accordion style, but they're going to move it over. The wheels are going over towards the plane, and that's where everyone's going to exit off of. This is pretty obvious stuff. I'm just pointing out the obvious, but fascinating. Look how much is happening over here. It's a one of the busiest travel weekends of the year. Or at least used to be. I don't know about this year. This year's kind of a modified year, but there's still a lot of people traveling. Okay, I've showed this enough. We're just making the announcements now, and then boarding will commence. It is on time, which is good. Was in group number 5 when called, and I'm sitting in seat 12F. Should be about in the middle, and I'm on an exit row. They just reconfirmed that as I stand in. Yeah, this isn't too bad. The seat's kind of tiny, but I have plenty of legroom. The width-wise, the seat is tiny, but yeah, there's plenty of legroom stretching out here. This would be the exit row. And looking out there, they're getting all the luggage prepared, and I am right here along the wing. Right on the wing. Just like William Shatner was in that Twilight Zone episode.
Remove your face mask before placing the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth. You must wear a face mask over your nose and mouth and make sure it is secured under your chin or neck during the flight. You may briefly lift or lower your face mask while eating or drinking. Please keep your mask on if you want to sleep so we don't have to wake you. Now more than ever, we do appreciate you choosing American. This time we ask that you sit back and relax and enjoy our flight back to Dallas-Fort Worth.
few minutes until we go to the end of the runway for departure. This time I'd like the flight attendants to prepare for takeoff, please.
Clouds like this, or maybe not pretend, but that's what it reminds me of. So beautiful. Service came down the aisle. I asked for a Dr. Pepper, and they also handed me some mini pretzels and a cup of ice. Yeah, a nice little treat here. A nice little treat with plenty of leg room. Look at that. That's nice. Start making the descent to land. Then I got to connect with my layover, Dallas-Fort Worth. Should be going down through the clouds very soon. A little bit of turbulence, not a lot, but a little bit of turbulence. Looks like cotton balls. Okay, going into the cloud momentarily. Ooh. Yeah, inside the cloud. right over downtown. Take a look at that. It's a good sized city right there.
Also, we ask that you keep the aisle clear of all carry-on luggage. This is the termination of our flight today, so please make sure you check around your area to make sure you have all your personal belongings. You won't be allowed to reboard the aircraft if you have forgotten something. So once again, just make sure you have everything before you exit our aircraft.
Doesn't look like I'm going to have any problem making my connecting flight. Still got a little time to deboard this and then get on the other one. And there's another following in behind there. It's always so neat to see how they taxi them back with that little vehicle. Pushes it back out of the gate, and then the vehicle disconnects, and then the plane goes on its own business. Alright, I guess you could say about halfway done. You know, give or take a little bit, but it's kind of the halfway point. You gotta do all this again, another takeoff and another landing before getting to Orange County. At least I can stretch my legs a little bit though, which is nice. Well, actually I stretch my legs a lot because I have plenty of leg room, but I can walk around a little bit, stretch everything else. There's a little monorail looking thing going by up there. It's called a Skylink. Alright, now from the C gates, I have to head over to B. And the way to get there is up these escalators right here. Gotta go up to B, or over to B. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna be able to go on the transportation device. Yeah, this monorail. See, it only has one rail down there, making it a monorail. That's cool. Just gotta wait for it to arrive and go over to B.
Face coverings are required at DFW.
Alright, I'm holding on. The train is departing. This is exciting. I've got this worked out, but I have to transfer it over to another section. Airport. Very big airport. Going from C to B. Look at all these American airline planes. Show the route. It started up here, gate C, went all the way around to the A gates, A1 through 21, A22 through 3 to 9, and it just stopped here. And the next up is going to be my gate. I have to go to B5. B5. All right, I'm looking for B5. Right down here. I'm glad there are signs up because this looks exactly the same as the one on the other side of the airport I went up. I'm glad there's signage. Going down. Going down. Past the air conditioning ducts. That's B9 right there. I'm looking for B5. There it is, kind of tucked away past the pillars there. That's the monorail beam. That's the monorail beam is directly above it. That's B5. It boards in about 25 minutes. I made it over here. Yeah, this airport is decent size, that's for sure. B5. Okay, I'll walk down to the next window, get a better look at B5. They have the LSG Sky Chefs hoisted up in the air where they're taking the food. Maybe they will serve, yeah, you could probably have to purchase a meal because I'm sitting in the farther back seats, but maybe they will have some meal options. It'd be kind of nice. I'm starting to get a little bit of an appetite. This is kind of a lengthy day of flying with when you add in the layover and getting to the airport early and the trains and all that. Yeah, I could eat something. B5. And just to give a frame of reference here as I'm waiting, all these boards are departures except for the one all the way at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boards are departures, and there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 25 flights per board out of this airport. Yeah, a lot of people travel. All right, on this one, also group 5, and I am sitting in seat 9F. Another F seat, but this time row 9.
Please. All the boards can be served wheels first and then turn them on their sides just like a book in a shelf. This will help accommodate more bags and nose bins. So if your rollerboard's lying flat, go ahead and flip it on its side at this time. This would be greatly appreciated. And once you've filled those little items, go ahead and move in. And let your fellow passengers move to their seats. Welcome aboard. That's not if you do plan on sleeping. We're now coming to the cabin to do our final safety check, along with face covering checks. Now more than ever, we appreciate you choosing American. So now sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight to Orange County.
check it out. There's that dam down there that they painted across the top there years ago. It used to have a bell on it, painted bell. It's Inland Empire. Yeah, almost back to Orange County. I totally recognize that. I've driven past it many times. Definitely a little hazy today. Right over in there, I think that's Anaheim area. Going to Santa Ana. And over there on the horizon is the ocean. And when we connect down to the runway, it's going to be a very abrupt stop. There's not a lot of runway space. They have to hit the brakes very hard. You see what I mean? It makes a loud braking noise.
Once again, for your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened, keeping the aisles clear until we arrive at the gate. The captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You may now use this on your functional electronic device. On behalf of those who enjoy flying with us, we know you have a choice when traveling by air. Have a good rest of the evening, and thanks for choosing American Airlines.
Like the parking spot right here.
Flight 10, please verify disarm doors. Stand by for all call.
Bye-bye.
Okay, see ya.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's a luggage from here. Returned at the gate. You got a seat bag? No, I think it's just kind of just a regular sign-up job. I just go back.
And there you have it. Arrival 5:37 p.m. Touchdown here at the gate. Oh yeah, I'm back in Orange County, California. 5:37, 5:38 p.m. California time. Take in the time difference. It was a long day when it came to checking out at 11 a.m. Georgia time till now. Yeah. All right. That's going to do it for today. I'll see you in the next video. By the way, I think the first flight was way better, more room. The seats seemed a little bigger for some reason, and I don't know, it just seemed, I think maybe the leg room made all the difference. I didn't have as much leg room on the second one, and it made the seat feel smaller. Also, there was no meal on either one of the flights, just the little snacks, little pretzels, and the beverage. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.